So, hi everyone. Today's current affairs are exclusively belonging to the environment section. So, these are the topics to be discussed today in detail. So, the first one is about India Climate Change Knowledge Portal. So, it is an online portal which is launched by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. This portal acts as a single hub, or we can say single point information source, acting as a database. So, regarding any type of projects or initiatives taken by the government of India at national level and international level. So, regarding the projects or any initiatives based upon the climate change issues. So, we can say here it will act as a information source for the citizens who can easily get to know about the government steps here. Okay, and also some important or major some important components of the India Climate Change Knowledge Portal or India's climate profile is given. Okay, a national policy framework is given. Also, some bilateral and multilateral cooperation like Paris Agreement, we can say. Okay, achievement of SDGs also. These are all the things which are much important. Okay, given in portal. The importance is about who has launched it and what is the objective of India Climate Change Knowledge Portal. So these two things are very much important while reading this current affairs. That's all. Okay, Vulture Action Plan 2020 to 2025. It is also launched by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Since 2006, we can say our country is leading the Vulture Conservation Plan. So it is now an extension of this 2006 project only. Earlier in 2006, while they have started conserving vulture population, their motive is to stop the decline of their population. But now 2020 to 2025 plan is about focusing on increasing the population of vulture species. We know that the vulture species are known as the manual scavengers. Okay, so they take an important part in the nutrient cycling. Especially we can say first process of breaking them into the breaking of the detritus. Okay. Know that earlier only one vulture breeding center was there in Pinjore, Haryana. Now additional vulture conservation and breeding center is to be introduced in Uttar Pradesh, Tripura, Maharashtra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Okay, so mainly they are focusing on two vulture species, red-headed vulture species and Egyptian vulture species. Also, they are going to regulate the sale of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs which is used for curing cattle, like diclofenac, okay, which can lead to the death of vultures, so those drugs are going to be regulated by under this action plan. And also they will be introducing a database regarding the threats given to vulture species like these drugs. Okay, and a nationwide vulture survey will be conducted once in 4 years. So these are the main objectives of Vulture Action Plan 2020 to 2025. Okay, I will upload another video about vulture species, what is their IUCN category, okay, and what are the major threats to the vultures in our country. Okay, that's all. Next one is about T/2 Tiger Conservation Awards, known as TTCA. Okay, so it is a joint initiative. We can say it was set up in 2010 in the St. Petersburg Tiger Summit by major organizations, we can say, who are all under the conservation of tiger species like Worldwide Fund for Nature and United Nations Development Program, International Union for Conservation of Nature, Global Tiger Fund, CATS and the Lion Share. Okay, so this is a collaborative effort, we can say. Okay, they are giving this award in order to encourage the countries who are all involving in tiger conservation. Okay, proactively, we can say. So recently, Transboundary Manas Conservation Area, which includes Manas National Park in Assam as well as Royal Manas National Park in Bhutan, they have won this TTCA award. We can say here T/2 is nothing but tiger 2 times. Okay, that is doubling of the tigers population by 2022. 13 countries have involved in it, including India. Okay, so also T/2 award has been won by our Pilibhit Tiger Reserve in Uttar Pradesh. So they will be getting this award based on the satisfaction or based on the satisfying of these themes. Okay, 5 themes were there. At least 2 themes out of 5 themes should be satisfied by them to get this award. So these are the 5 themes, we can say: tiger and prey population, monitoring and research, effective site management, enhanced law enforcement and protection, community based conservation, habitat and prey management. These are the 5 themes. Out of this, at least 2 themes has to be satisfied to win this award. That's all. The next one is about biodiversity heritage sites. It is a form of conservation area, okay, so which has ecologically fragile ecosystem. We can say we can include this in terrestrial, coastal and even marine and inland waters are included. Especially we can say all the ecosystems are included, terrestrial and water ecosystem, okay. So it is coming under the Biological Diversity Act 2002. So here the important point is about biodiversity heritage sites comes under Biological Diversity Act 2002. This is very much important. So according to the Biological Diversity Act 2002, state government with the help of the local bodies can notify the biodiversity heritage sites. So far we can say 18 biodiversity heritage sites are in India. Recently Karnataka Biodiversity Board, okay, they have decided to declare some sites as biodiversity heritage sites, okay. They are decided to declare only in consultation with the local bodies, the state government, that is we can say Karnataka Biodiversity Board have decided. That's all. Please visit NVIS website to get to know all the 18 biodiversity heritage sites, okay. As of now, these 4 biodiversity heritage sites has not been included. They have decided to include in consultation with the local bodies, okay, using People's Biodiversity Register. So the next one is about India's first convergence project. So a joint venture of PSUs coming under Energy Efficiency Services Limited and Goa's Department of New and Renewable Energy has signed an MOU to implement this India's first green energy convergence project for rural and agricultural consumption, okay. So under this project, what are they going to do means they will connect all the independent sectors like solar energy, energy storage and LED lights under one umbrella. That is called, we can say, energy convergence project or project convergence we can say here, okay. So it is to enable the decarbonization and affordable energy areas, reduce the amount of carbon emission in the environment. So we can say here this is an align with the International Solar Alliance. So that's all for today's session. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Dream Work Achieve channel. Also share this video to the needed aspirants. Till then, be bold, be strong, be happy, keep smiling and be grateful to each and every work you do. Nandri, Vanakkam.